Hey everyone! Is your PC too old for Windows 11? Did you get that frustrating message saying, this PC can't run Windows 11? You're not alone. This happens to a lot of people, especially if your computer is a few years old. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a clean, professional way to install Windows 11 using Microsoft's official tools and files with the right checks so you don't waste time. I'll also explain what those requirements mean, what you should verify before you start, and what your options are if your PC doesn't meet the requirements. Quick reminder before we begin. Upgrading an operating system always carries some risk, so please back up your important files first, documents, photos, and anything you can't afford to lose. Also, make sure you have enough free storage. I recommend at least 64 gigabytes free, but honestly, more is better if you want a smooth upgrade. Alright, let's start by checking the system language. This is important because if your Windows 11 installer language doesn't match your current Windows language, you may lose the option to keep your apps and files during the upgrade. People skip this step, and then they wonder why the installer only offers a full wipe. Click the Start menu, type CMD, right-click Command Prompt, and select Run as Administrator. When Windows asks for permission with the UAC prompt, click Yes. Perfect. Now we have administrator access. That matters because some system checks and installation tools require elevated permissions. Now type this command, dism/online/get-intl. Press Enter. Let me explain what this does in plain English. This command asks Windows to show the current international settings, your installed system language, default UI language, keyboard layout, and other regional settings. It also confirms that DISM is working properly. DISM stands for Deployment Image Servicing and Management. It's a built-in Windows tool that can inspect and service Windows images, and it's also useful for verifying system configuration before an upgrade. Once the output appears, look for the installed UI language. For example, you might see something like EN-US. Whatever you see there, write it down or remember it, because you'll want to download the Windows 11 ISO in the same language. Now, the next step is downloading the official Windows 11 installation files directly from Microsoft. This is important. Don't download random ISOs from unknown websites. Always use the official source so you know the file is authentic and up to date. Go to Microsoft's Windows 11 download page. You'll find the link in the description. Scroll down until you see the section for downloading a Windows 11 disk image, also called an ISO. Select the Windows 11 Multi-Edition. Then choose your product language. Make sure this matches the language you just checked. If your system is EN-US, choose English. If your system is French, choose French, and so on. Click Download and wait. Depending on your internet speed, it might take a while because the file is usually around 6 to 7 gigabytes. This is a good time to double-check your backup and make sure your laptop is plugged into power so it doesn't die during the process. All right, once your Windows 11 ISO finishes downloading, let's set it up. Go to your Downloads folder, find the ISO file, right-click it, and choose Mount. When you mount an ISO, Windows treats it like a virtual DVD. You'll see a new drive appear in File Explorer with a new drive letter, like D or E. In my case, it's E. Open that new drive, and you'll see the Windows 11 installation files. Don't run setup.exe just yet. This is very important. At this stage, a lot of people make a mistake. They double-click setup.exe right away, and that's exactly when Windows blocks them with compatibility errors. We're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to take a smarter approach. What we need to do first is open the command prompt directly inside this folder, so Windows knows exactly where we are and which setup files we're working with. Click on the address bar at the top of the folder, type CMD, and press Enter. This automatically opens the command prompt in the current directory. Perfect. Now we're exactly where we need to be. Before doing anything else, let's quickly check that all the installation files are here. Type the dir command and press Enter. You should see a list of files, including setup.exe. That confirms we're inside the Windows 11 installation directory and everything is ready. Now comes the key moment. This is where the magic happens. Instead of launching the installer the normal way, we're going to start it using a specific command that tells Windows Setup how to behave during the installation process. Here's the command: setup.exe/product server/compat ignore warning/migrate drivers all. I'll type it carefully, exactly as shown, and make sure there are no mistakes. All right, ready? Press Enter. And just like that, the Windows 11 installer launches. Windows will start preparing the installation. At one point, you'll see an option like Change How Setup downloads updates. I recommend choosing Not Right Now during the installation phase because updates can slow the process and sometimes introduce extra variables. You can always update after Windows 11 is installed successfully. Click Next. Then you'll see the license terms. Read them if you want and click Accept. Now pay attention here. Windows will analyze your system and show what it will keep. Ideally, you'll see the option to keep personal files and apps. If you don't see that option, it's usually because of a mismatch, like ISO language mismatch, or because your current Windows installation has issues. If everything looks good and it says you're ready to install, click Install. Now Windows begins the installation process. How long this takes depends on your hardware, SSD versus HDD, CPU speed, and how much data you have. It can take anywhere from 30 minutes to well over an hour. Your computer will restart several times. That's completely normal. Don't interrupt it and don't power it off. And if all went well, you'll land on the Windows 11 desktop. Look at that! Windows 11 is up and running. Now, if your PC truly doesn't meet Windows 11 requirements, here are the safe and realistic options. You can stay on Windows 10 and keep it fully updated. For many users, Windows 10 still works perfectly fine. You can check your BIOS or UEFI settings to see if TPM and Secure Boot are available but disabled. On some PCs, they're not enabled by default. If your hardware supports them, enabling them is a legitimate fix. You can consider lightweight upgrades like adding an SSD or more RAM to improve overall performance, even if you stay on Windows 10. And if you're buying a new PC soon, you can plan the move to Windows 11 then. Now, I want to hear from you. Did your upgrade work? What specs are you running? SSD or HDD? How much RAM? And did you run into any errors during setup? Drop your results in the comments. I read and reply to as many as I can. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell, share it with someone who's struggling with an older PC, and comment your experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, stay curious, and keep teching. Peace.